And yes, once the quiz link given, you have to give your complete name with your class, so that yes, if you are eligible for the prizes, yes, you will get the first prize, second prize, third prize. We will give you certificates. Okay. And in case there is a tie, suppose somebody got the same marks in the quiz, we will have a tiebreaker session later on, another day. Okay. So after evaluating today's marks and scores, we will announce the result within 1 week. And yes, suppose there is a tie, yes, there will be some tiebreaker sessions separately on another day. Right? You know the topics what we will be asking in the quiz. So that will be freedom and maths and the Indian contribution or Indian mathematics, because we Indians contributed a lot towards mathematics. We all as Indians should be aware about it. Many of our maths teachers were there in the freedom movement. Yes, I shared a few names in the group already in the previous days, like the big shot like Gopalakrishna Gogole and all. Yes, they were from the maths background. So they left the job or they left the main profession and they fully dedicated their life towards freedom movement. That's the reason they got or we got the freedom. So we all should pay respect to them. Yes, this session is for that also. And to give you an idea, yes, how we can get freedom in maths. Not fear, okay, freedom from maths. That means, yes, we can't avoid maths. Yes, there will be maths everywhere. So how we can enjoy the freedom inside the maths. So to explain all those things, yes, along with me, yes, Nanditha is there and Niveditha is there in the session to help out to smooth conduct of these sessions. So I welcome you all and Nanditha and Niveditha also towards this Cosmic Maths Freedom special session. Over to you, Nanditha.
Thank you. And hi, everyone. Good evening. Happy to meet you all on this 77th Independence Day, right? How was your Independence Day? What did you celebrate? Can I see some response in the chat? Yes. How was your Independence Day? Okay. Can you all see my screen? Is my screen visible?
Not at it. I think it is coming up.
Okay. Let's wait for a couple seconds.
I think some issue. Can you stop sharing and present?
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming.
Right? Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay. So hi everyone, once again, good evening. And this is a freedom quiz, right? We're going to do a freedom quiz here, okay? And on this Independence Day, okay, what exactly are we celebrating? On this Independence Day, what all comes to your mind? What are we celebrating exactly? Can you guys give me some answers in the chat box? Are there any answers coming in the chat? Yeah, freedom. That is right. Okay. Memory of freedom fighters. Indian freedom. Okay. I can see a lot of answers. So in short, if I were to describe what we're celebrating, we're celebrating our culture, right? We could say our glorious past, right? Which is, we've had many great mathematicians, we've had many great discoveries, we've had many great stories and Puranas, so many things in the past. So in this Independence Day, we're celebrating that deep culture, right? Yes, and we're also celebrating freedom from the colonial rule. right? I can see a lot of answers here in the chat box. Yes, this day we get freedom from the British government. That is right. We're proud to be Indians. We're celebrating our constitution. These are all great answers, right? Very good. Very good. Thank you for the response. Okay. So in short, I can say that on this Independence Day, we're looking forward to celebrating freedom, right? Freedom in many forms: political freedom, social freedom, economic freedom. There are so many freedom, so many forms of freedom that we're celebrating this Independence Day, right? So as students, we're going to look through this freedom quiz. This meeting, we're going to see, as students, what kind of freedom can we discover, okay? As students, as learners of mathematics, through this session, we are going to gain freedom from the fear of mathematics. Okay? From the fear of mathematics. We're no longer under it, right? It shouldn't oppress us. Like the colonials oppressed us, this fear of mathematics shouldn't oppress us anymore. So this Independence Day, we're starting a freedom fight. We're starting a freedom struggle. For what? To obtain freedom from the fear of mathematics. Okay? That's what we're going to explore in today's session. Okay? So when we have a fear, okay, or when we have a problem, basically, what is the first step to tackle any problem? What is the first step to tackle any problem? Do you have any guesses? Do you have any guesses? Can I get some answers in the chat? What is the first step when we have a problem? Face it. Okay. Right. Yes. I found an answer from Krishna Dev. Think. Right? Thoughts play a very important role. Right? Thoughts play a very important role when it comes to overcoming a problem. The biggest barrier is a mental barrier, right? Our thought that we cannot do it, right? That is one of the biggest issues, okay? And even when we look at the nationalist movement, okay, the first satyagraha that Mahatma Gandhi did, does anyone know about the first satyagraha that Mahatma Gandhi did in India? Yes. What is the first satyagraha? It was a Champaran satyagraha. Yes, very good. I got an answer from Hridya. The answer is Champaran satyagraha, right? So the Champaran satyagraha, Champaran was a very small village in Bihar, right? Gandhiji fought for the peasants. He led a satyagraha for the poor peasants, the indigo planters in Champaran, right? Why did he do that? Why did he do that for a small population of India? He did that because he wanted the people there in Champaran, the poor peasants, the rural villagers, illiterate people, to understand that they had the power to defeat the British, right? Till then, everyone was thinking that we are inferior to the Britishers, we're inferior to the white people, right? So Gandhiji was set about to break that barrier, okay? He wanted the people to realize that if we Indians stand together, we can do anything. And when this problem was solved through the various satyagrahas, various movements, non-cooperation, civil disobedience movement, all these movements, what our freedom fighters were trying to tell people that we need to break that mental barrier. Once we break that mental barrier, half of the job is done, right? So for that, when we break, for the fear of mathematics also, that is our first step, right? To break that mental barrier, right? And there's this quote that goes like this: whether you think you can, whether you think you can or you cannot, you're right. Either way, you are right. This is a quote by Henry Ford. Okay. What it says is, we are what we believe to be, right? If we think we can do mathematics, we can do it. Today we are celebrating independence because our freedom fighters, all the people, right? All the people in the pre-colonial world, under the British rule, what they did was they had the courage to believe in themselves, right? That is why we're celebrating freedom today. And if we want to celebrate freedom from mathematics, from the fear of mathematics, what we have to do is to believe in ourselves as well, right? And I think mathematics skills is something that anyone can develop, okay? We all can develop mathematics skills. And in fact, mathematics skills, they're not just skills, okay? They're not just problems. No, it's a form of sense. It is a unique sense. What do you guys know about senses? Can I get some responses in the chat box? What senses have you heard of? Yes. Let me see. There are 5 senses. Yes. What are the 5 senses? Yeah. There's a common sense. That's right. We have the 5 senses, right? Hearing, smell, yes. Smell, taste, touch, vision, feeling, yes. Observation. Yep. Yeah. Breath. Okay. You can see concentration, understanding, feeling. Yes. Also, there's a sense of humor, right? Have you heard of a sense of humor? Do you have it? Yes. There's a sense of humor. That is a sense, right? And then we can say there's a sense of rhythm. Hmm? Just like we have all these senses. Yeah, someone says humanity is a sense. That is correct. Empathy, right? Yes. Music. All of these are senses. All of these are senses we have. Just like we have all these senses, we have a sense for mathematics too. Okay? We have a sense for mathematics. I'm going to explain that to you in just a minute. Okay? But I want you all to picture whatever comes to your mind when I say the word mathematics. When I say the word mathematics, what comes to your mind first? What comes to your mind first? Okay, answer numbers. Yes, we definitely have numbers, problems. We do have problems. Symbols, yes, we have the various operations, symbols, equations. That is right, calculations, maybe a classroom, right? Okay, yes. A plus B the whole square, someone thinks that about mathematics. Geometry, peace, okay. That's right, calculation, solving, both maths, formulas. Okay, your maths teacher comes to your mind, that is great. Yes, mathematics is a science and study of quality, structure, space, and change. Mithun says, very good. That's correct. I can see a lot of ideas coming in the chat box. Mathematicians, yes. Everything in maths. Okay. Maybe graphs, right? Pictures, diagrams. All these comes to mind when I say mathematics, right? This is what most of us perceive mathematics to be. But one important thing to note here is that while it is correct, mathematics is made up of all these things, it is never defined or limited or bounded by these things alone. Okay? Mathematics is more than some numbers and some operations and certain diagrams or solving questions. It is a vast world. Okay? We tend to think that these books, big fat books that we see on screen here, these are the greatest source of mathematical knowledge, right? We're taught from these in our schools. We can get a lot of information from here, but the knowledge that we get from here is very, very little. The mathematics involved in all these books is very, very little compared to what is found here. Ooh, what is this on my screen? We have a lot of color. We have art, we have music, we have dance, cinematography in a corner, right? There's nature, there's dancing. There's so much fun involved here, right? I want you to do a little activity. Can everyone see the raise hand option on your screen? The raise hand option? You're using a phone, it's right there. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, very good, very good. Okay. I want you all to raise your hand. I want you to raise your hand virtually If you play an instrument, any instrument, tabla, flute, anything. Okay. Yes. Okay, I can see a lot of hands up. Okay, that is great. We have some great instrumentalists with us. Okay, that is great, great. Okay, now raise your hand. Okay, don't lower your hand. The ones who've raised your hands first. Don't lower your hand yet. Okay, I want the people who are musicians. Okay, maybe you sing, right? You're singers. All my singers. Can you all raise your hands? Yes, all the singers. Can you raise your hands? Okay, yes, right. Okay, I can see that a lot of people have raised your hands. Very good, very good. Okay, now if you enjoy music, can you raise your hand? See, if you enjoy music, wow, I can see a lot more people now. Okay, let's wait for everyone to raise their hands. Okay, everyone who enjoys music. Okay, and what is all of these have in what do all of these have in common? Beats, right? Beats, rhythm. Okay, now where else can we find rhythm? Of course, dance. Dance is there. Who likes to dance? Maybe not trained professionally, but still, when you hear a music, when you hear a beautiful song, you want to groove along with it. Yes. My dancers, can you all raise your hands? All the dancers? All those who like to dance? Yeah, I can see some hands raising. Okay. One more thing, if you click on the raise hand button twice, it's going to lower your hand. Okay. So if you have already raised your hand once, that's enough. Okay. All right. All right. Then let's see. How many of you like art? If you haven't raised your hand yet, can you raise your hand virtually? If you like art, doing some sort of arts and crafts or painting or sculpting, anything like that? Yes. A lot more hands are going up. Good, good, good. Okay. How about writing stories and poems? Do we have some great writers here? Okay, I can see some great writers. Yes. Writing stories and poems, or even essays, anything, some form of writing. Okay. I'm just checking who all have raised your hands. That's why I'm looking at a different direction. Okay. Yes, that is great. I can see a lot of people. Okay, but there's one more thing. Okay. Raise your hand if you haven't yet raised your hands. Raise your hand if you like to daydream or overthink. You like creating up scenarios in your head which haven't already happened in reality. It's just there in your head. You're imagining things. Okay, you're able to imagine things. They haven't happened in reality, but you're able to get something. You're able to make some stories with your brain, with your mind, right? Maybe you're not writing them down yet. Okay, now I see a lot more hands. That is right. Okay, yes. Imagination, daydreaming, all of these are great things. The world renowned mathematician and physicist, Albert Einstein, he was known to be a great daydreamer. And I think he once said that imagination is more important, is more powerful than knowledge, right? And that is so true, especially in today's world where we have all sorts of AI, right? We have all sorts of AI tools that can give us any information in a fraction of a second, right? We have all this technology with us, but what we need is imagination, right? Yes. Okay. Right. So all of these are creative works. I can see that almost all of you have raised your hands, right? A lot of hands are being raised. So all of you here are creative in some way. Okay? You all are creative in some way. And what is this creative work basically? This creative work is creating a new pattern from the patterns that have happened in the past, from the patterns of happenings around us. We're creating a new pattern of thoughts that might be in the form of stories, art, dances, something. Okay. It could be in different forms, but we are creating a new pattern of thoughts from whatever other patterns that we have analyzed and kept with us. Right. And I'm hearing pattern and pattern over and over again. And mathematics at its core is this pattern, grouping things together, classifying things together, finding out patterns, and creativity. This is what the sense of mathematics is. Okay? You all can lower your hands. I can see that almost all of you in this meeting have raised your hands, right? Yes. Thank you so much. Now, that means all of you are highly creative individuals. You're able to do creative work. You have that creativity, spark of creativity within you. Now that means you are already great mathematicians. Okay? You are great mathematicians and you have what it takes to score 101 out of 100. If you're able to do some sort of creative work, if you're able to daydream, if you're able to imagine, if you have that creative power, then you're already a great mathematician. But there is one problem. What is that problem? What is that problem? You don't know it yet. You don't know that you are super good at mathematics. That is the only problem. No one ever told you up until now that you are great with mathematics, right? And to wake up that sleeping mathematician inside you, all we need is the right attitude, okay? Proper training, guidance, and resources. If we have all these things, we will develop a love for numbers and mathematics. And when we brush up our logical thinking patterns and spice it up with proper practice, what happens? What happens? You all will get the grade that you want, right? The top scores will chase you down. They will come after you, right? The top scores will come after you. And most importantly, you will feel a lot happier enjoying the things that you study, right? Actually being able to have fun with whatever you're learning. That is the most important thing. And we are here trying to teach you that mathematics is a sense of patterns, right? And it is more than textbooks, right? It is there in every form of art. And it can be found everywhere around us. And mathematics can be linked to anything and everything. And that is what we're going to do in the next few minutes, right? We're going to get on, start with the freedom quiz, right? We're going to link history, mathematics, sciences, statistics, all these things, right? Our freedom struggle, everything we're going to link together and we're going to learn and have a lot of fun with it. So are you all ready for it?
Nanditha, before that, okay, Halya has written that, okay, Aryabhata invented zero. Okay, so that's the wrong notation actually, right? Aryabhata was a 5th century mathematician, right? He wrote Aryabhatiam in the year 499 AD. So that is 5th century. So when you say Aryabhata invented zero, you mean to say that there was no zero before Aryabhata. No, it is not even Brahmagupta. Brahmagupta was a later person, right? Okay, Brahmagupta was a 6th century mathematician. So well before Aryabhata and Brahmagupta, during BC 200 itself, that means around 700 years prior to Aryabhata, yes, we Indians were using zero. That is another story. In some other session, we can talk about all those things, right? So Yes, there are evidences. Okay, you can, in new education policy, we talk about the critical thinking. You just apply the critical thinking. When somebody says Aryabhata invented zero, you just think about it. What was the period of Aryabhata? Right? Okay, you can search it out. As not, it is not Aryabhata or Brahmagupta. Yes, I know it. If you Google it, okay, Google may say Aryabhata or Brahmagupta, but that is not the truth. Yes, that is why we all have to learn so many things in Indian contribution of mathematics. That's a very important thing. Yes, the cosmic maths promote the knowledge, Indian knowledge system. And yes, how the Indians, yes, Indians were the pioneers. As you said, zero, not only the zero, the entire number system has been formulated and introduced to the world by Indians only. That is why, yes, in the previous days, I posted a poster in the group also, in the quiz group. That is the Albert Einstein's quote. We owe a lot to Indians who taught us how to count. Yes, the Indians introduced this number system. So that's another story. In some other session, we can talk about all those things. Right. Over to you, Nandita.
Okay, I was almost done.
Yeah.
So I think
So are you
everybody.
ready? Everybody, I hope everybody is ready for quiz. If everybody is ready for quiz, yes, you can open your cameras. Yes, Niveditha will be there to monitor you all, right? So, yes,
Okay, I think they're all very enthusiastic. I can see a lot of cameras being turned on. Okay.
yes. So this is a learning session, right? Okay, you honestly you give your answers, right? Okay, if something is not known to you, yes, we will discuss these answers later on in our group also. So this is a learning session. So when you see the answer or see the question in the quiz, yes, you know, yes, I know this or I don't know this. So this is a learning session. Take it in that way. Okay, so again, once again, thank you for joining, and let us move on to the quiz round. I think over to Nandita.
Okay. So I think I can present my screen, right?
No need to present. No, you can just share the link, right? Okay, you can share the link for the
Okay,
quizzes, right? No need
fine.
to.
All right, all right. I'll share
So
the link.
we'll yeah, you please share it. Okay, no need to present. No?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we will share a link in the chat box, so all of you can join in that link with your proper name, and you can put your class also, right? So that we can monitor. Can you stop presenting? I think something is presenting.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'll stop presenting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. If those who want to participate the quiz seriously, please open the cameras and be ready for that, right?
Okay, so can I share the link now?
Yeah, you can share it, right?
Okay.
So this okay. Please stop putting messages in the chat box so that it messed up in the chat. Yes, now the link is available in the chat box. All of you can click on the link and join with your name. Or do you want to present the questions, Nandita? If you want to present the questions, you
Yeah,
can.
I will present the questions. Okay, since we're recording.
Yeah.
Keep joining, guys. We can wait for a minute or so. Someone has raised a hand. Any doubts? Okay.
Anita, you raise your hand. Any issue, or would you like to say something?
I've enabled micro unmuting. If you want, you can say something. If you have any doubts.
Okay, I think they were ready for that. I think that's
Okay,
what. Okay,
okay,
you can
got
keep
it.
all of them muted, right?
Yeah,
So
I've
that
done.
we can start. Yes, now we are going to start the quizzes. Okay, be ready for that. Okay, Anita Gujral. Okay, what was it? Any issue? Would you like to say something? You raise your hand. Sheetal, would you like to say something?
Okay. All right.
Anything? No issue. Okay, so we'll keep muted for some time. Okay, and you can proceed. Right. So now, yes, the quiz is on.
Right. Okay, so we're starting. The time to attempt the first question is about to be over. We have approximately 30 seconds remaining. Okay, that's it. First question going to be over.
Yeah, we can go on to the next question.
You have about 10 seconds. Let's move on to the next question. So far, this is our leaderboard. We have 30 seconds left. 5 more seconds. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Ten more seconds. Ten seconds more. Ten seconds left. Okay, we have 10 seconds left. And let's move on to the next one. Ten seconds left. We have 20 seconds left. And let's move on to the next. We have around 20 seconds left. Three, two, one. On our leaderboard, we have Hridya Vismaya on top. Let's move on to the next question. Seconds. the leaderboard, we have Smith, Alan, Vismay, and Hridyan again. Okay, let's see the next question. Ten more seconds. On to a final question. Have 5 more seconds. I think we have reached the end of the quiz. Well done, everyone.
So, who was it? Who was it? You can give your comments in the chat box. The presentation as well as the quiz. Yes, some questions were new to you. Yes, some were so easy. So it is all mixed up. Anybody would like to comment? Yes, you can unmute and you can give your feedback.
So we have to send the answers in a group, in a chat.
No need to send the answers. Right. We already
Okay,
recorded
sir.
it. We already recorded it. Right.
Sir,
We will go.
sir, calculation not can time.
Yes. Okay. So there are easy ways to do the calculation. Right. Okay. That's the Indian mathematics is the calculation, whatever presented here. Right. Maybe 75 to
Vedic math.
75. This can be
75
done.
75
Vedic
to
math.
75 is 5, 6,
Yes.
2, 5.
Yes. So there are easy ways to do these calculations. That's why we
Sir,
presented this. Yeah.
Sir, do you
yes,
ask
sir, some
some more
questions
questions?
are so difficult and some questions easy.
Sir, it was so hard. Do you ask some more questions?
Not right now. Okay. So this session is this much questions only. Right. Okay. So
Okay,
we'll
so
go
we
through.
will. Happy Independence Day, sir.
So we'll go through the result and then we will cross check.
Cross check. Okay, how
Was
Happy
your
Independence Day,
camera
sir.
on or not? Then we will declare the result in the group. Okay. So for more. Okay. So somewhere some of you were saying that okay the questions were taking too much time to do the calculation. Yes, this is a one major problem all of us face in examinations. But there are easy ways to make this calculation simple and easy. That is the ancient Indian mathematics. So stay tuned. Okay, we will update you as we have regular programs on Vedic mathematics and yes, how we can make maths easy and joyful. Yes, we have regular sessions. Okay, you can join in those sessions to make this calculation easy and simple. Yes, Nanditha, would you like to add something or some participants, if you want to give some feedback, you can give.
Yeah, I think I also would like to hear from the participants whether how you felt about the quiz.
The quiz was very nice. We enjoyed it. Ma'am, quiz was so good.
Excuse me, sir and ma'am. Our classes,
Ma'am, the quiz was so
very.
good.
Great.
There must be enough time to answer some questions.
Yeah, you were
Then
taking
we
time.
already enjoyed it.
Time to answer some questions.
Excuse me, ma'am.
It is useful.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could apply. Excuse me. I felt so happy.
And the class was superb.
Okay.
It was so interesting.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
Excuse me, ma'am.
The class was nice and the quiz was lovely, but the time was not enough to do and the questions were completed very fast.
Yeah, I think many of you are talking at a time.
It was beautiful and nice.
Is also this class.
Nice speaking. How are you?
So you can now, okay, I request all of you can give your feedback in the, okay, in our quiz group. Okay, I will open the quiz group for your valuable feedbacks and your opinion, and so that, okay, yes, as we will declare the result in 1 week time, right? Okay, we'll inform the results in the group first. Okay, yes, we have to go through the result and then we have to see, yes, whether the camera is on or whether you've done the registration already, right? Okay, I will share the registration link once again in the chat box here. So if anybody is there who didn't done the registration, okay, in the Google form, yes, you can register it. Yes, if you have already done it, no need to do it. If you haven't done it, yes, I will share the link once again in the chat box. Wait a second, okay, so that you can register and we will cross check, yes, whether you registered in that or not. Okay, then only we can confirm that, okay, you participated and you are giving the answer, right? So I'm just giving this Google form link for registration once again. If you haven't done it, please register it.
Sir, can we left?
Yes, if you already registered, you can leave it. Okay, those who haven't registered, you can take this Google form link and you can register in that link. Thank you for joining. Yes.
We hope
you
you all had a great time, right? And I think one of the most common complaints that we're receiving is that time was not sufficient. And I think that is what we're trying to teach through all our sessions, right? To do calculations faster, because that will help you a lot in your exams as well. You know, doing calculations faster is one of our superpowers in mathematics, right? Just like Iron Man, Spider-Man, all these superheroes have some certain powers, right? Like that, our superpower in mathematics is to do calculations faster, and Vedic mathematics is something that helps us. And our prime motto is to help you guys have fun with mathematics. And we're so glad that you were all able to do that. I can see a lot of nice feedbacks in the comments, and I've heard from some of you as well. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Some questions are very easy and some solving questions are there. Na? Those type questions are little bit hard.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Always the questions or problems in our life is also like that. Some are easy and some, yes, we need to think about it and we need to struggle a bit also. Because that is what the maths is also. It is a real life situation. Right? So equip all of us for facing the problems in our daily life. That is the objective of mathematics itself. Right? Okay, so I'm opening up the chat box in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so that all of you can give your feedback there, so that yes, whenever we do the next program, yes, something to be improved, yes, we can improve. And if you like something, yes, please mention that also, so that yes, we can emphasize and we can concentrate more on that also. Thank you once again for joining this, and please don't forget to thank and message your teacher or the person who communicated you or informed about this Cosmic Maths Freedom Quiz today. Right. So immediately after the session, I request all of you, please give your feedback to your teacher also. Thank you all. Thank you, Nanditha and Niveditha, for joining this session and making this
Thank you, sir,
Freedom
for
Quiz a wonderful session and an exciting session for all the 100 students joined today in this session. Thank you all. Thank you once again, and keep in touch with us. Cosmic Maths is here to help you out in making the maths simple and maths learning a fun learning process. Thank you all.
Okay. Thank you all. Bye bye. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for teaching. Bye.
Thank you.
Jai.
Thank you. Thank you.